In other great Irish music news, we've got a brand new show called Ceol Ar An Imeall starting on TG4.
And we're really excited about it, so we caught up with Una Mulallly to tell us all about it.
This is Una Mulallly from the new music show, Music on the Edge. What is it?
Yeah, Ceol Ar An Imeall, Music on the Edge, yeah.
Featuring loads of bands and loads of singer-songwriters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've got loads of stuff. We've got loads of Irish bands, people like Channel 1, De Laurentiis, director Aidan Crowley, Valerie Francis, Sunken Foal, Herm, Patrick Kelleher, Bitches with Wolves, and loads of international guys as well. Passion Pit, Julian Casablancas, Marina the Diamonds, Grizzly Bear. So yeah, a bunch of heads. So everybody basically, yeah, every person who's ever written a song, played a gig, is pretty much on the show.
And why did you decide to do the show?
Basically the guys who produced it, a company called Red Shoe Productions, they also do Imeall, which is TG4's art show, and I did some music interviews for them for that show, Lisa Hannigan and a couple of others, and then they were putting together a music show and they were like, do you want to present it? And I said yeah, and then it all kind of happened really quickly. That's about it.
Who was your favourite person to interview or band to interview so far?
I really liked Marina the Diamonds. She's so lovely and she was good fun and we had a good laugh. And I liked the XX as well because we did the interview in my gaff and it was just really weird, like, because I'm a big fan, love their album, and just having them sit on my couch being all like, young and scared was like a really funny experience. Who else was good? Passion Pit were good fun. They're just kind of like frat boy, kind of like whoa, mental and like really like funny. So yeah, all of them, they're all kind of fun in their own different way. But if I had to pick the one who was most fun or I liked interviewing the most, I'd say probably Marina, just because she's so lovely and so like down to earth and totally have the crack with her. Like, we shot some of the live sessions we shot in different places on location. A couple in Spy, I think we did a couple in the Village, and then the live interviews were just kind of dependent on where the international acts were, so we shot them kind of on location. Some of the Academy, I did one of my gaff with the XX just because we couldn't think of anywhere else to do it. So kind of around town. So there's bits from all over, but it was important to get the bands doing live sessions down in Galway just to have a studio setting with regards to sound and that kind of thing. So I think they sound pretty good because of that. The biggest obstacle I think that I come up against interviewing musicians these days, because I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it since I was about 16, so that's 10 years. The biggest obstacle is that they're all so tired. They're all so tired because it's not like even 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it was like they play 2 gigs a week or whatever. Now it's like a show every night at least. If they're not, and they're doing promo all day, gig, and like they're all just wrecked. Like, and that's. So by the time it's like before their sound check or after their sound check and it's like 7 o'clock and, they don't really know where they are and they're just sitting there going, oh. And, it's rare. That's why I think like Passion Pit were a real kind of joy to deal with because they're just like, yeah, it's so much fun. And they're obviously like loving the whole experience that their rock star is like and just hanging out. But people, further down the road, like say people like the XX who've been just like totally like burning it this year or last year in terms of like going all over the place, going all over Europe, like they've probably played like 300 shows in 2009 and like doing CMJ and all that kind of stuff. And then when you finally get to talk to them, like as I talked to them on the eve of their last show of the year, and they're just like completely gone. So I think it's very hard.
Have you got any tips for we're tipping all up. Yeah, sorry. Have you got any tips for little presenters like Katie and big ones like me?
I don't know. I'm not a TV presenter. I don't think, even though I'm presenting a show. Like I kind of fell into stuff, and I did bits and bobs TV before. I think the most important thing is to just be natural and be yourself. I think it's really obvious when you're watching people on TV, if they're copying someone's style or if they're trying to be real, like, yeah, next up. So I think if you're just natural and, you know, the best things about, you know, stupidly popular TV presenters is their personality. Like, people love Davina, you know, people love Dermot because of who they perceive them to be, rather than of how they, you know, physically present something. So I think it's about personality. If somebody's kind of annoying me, and if I think that they're like really above their station or whatever, and they're just like, ugh, promo, whatever, I always ask them what their philosophy is as an artist. And they're always like, oh shit, because nobody ever asks them about their... I remember asking the keyboard player in Maroon 5, who's possibly the dumbest person I've ever met in my life, was like, I remember his first thing, I was like, so where are you at the moment? He's like, we're in a tour bus going through Nevada. And I was like, oh, it must be hot there, you know, the desert. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm inside, so we've aircon, so it's not hot. But I guess if I were to go outside, it would be hot. I was like, oh, great, it's going to be one of these. So then when I asked him what his philosophy was as an artist, he was just like, sometimes I do that for my own amusement, which is really mean.
What's your philosophy on... As an artist, as a TV presenting kind of artist?
My philosophy is... Wow, I never realised how like horrific that question was. I don't have a philosophy. Work hard, play hard. That's my philosophy. Yeah. En general. It's starting, Ceol Ar An Imeall starting Thursday the 14th of January. It's going to be on 11:45 prime time in New Zealand. And yeah, it's going to be running for 10 weeks every Thursday.